Last time on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Well, safe to say we won a lot more money than we have in the past few episodes. Gotten up higher, haven't taken any really stupid guesses or anything like that. Let's see if they can continue tonight on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Good evening and welcome to Sunday night at Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Well, we had a great week last week. We had one of our more winningest weeks of the season so far, the most winnings, $1.638 million. I mean, that's a lot of money. And so, yeah, we're hoping to continue all that here tonight, of course. Also tonight, there will be, well, something even bigger than $1 million to be won tonight. There's the NBA Finals right now. Game 7 will take place right after we're done here tonight on Millionaire. And we started at 7:05. We'll be on at 8:05. So yeah, perfect hour-long stretch. So anyway, here we go. So here's how the show is going to work. Or here's how the show works. We are just 15 questions away from winning $1 million in cash. We have 4 lifelines, 50-50. Ask the audience and we can phone a friend. Plus, we could switch the question too as well. Now, we're going to do the rules of Celebrity Millionaire for a minute. And, well, for the whole show, the whole season, the whole time we're on air. And we can use Googler up until the $32,000 question. So, yeah, those are the rules. I'm ready to play. Audience, are you ready to play? I think we're all ready. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Here we go for $100. Which of these is a term in chess? Check pal, check buddy, checkmate, check chum. That is checkmate. Final answer. And we got it for $100. Here we go now for $200. What is the name for the piece of paper given by a seller to a buyer as an acknowledgement of payment? Counterfoil, receipt, stationery, portfolio. That is a receipt. Final answer. And we got it for $200. Here we go now for $300. Which of these is not one of the Muppets? Kermit, Fozzie, Gonzo, Poe. I'm going to say Poe. Final answer. And we got it for $300. Go now for $500. When is it most appropriate to sing or play a dirge? Birthdays, weddings, christenings, funerals. Well, what is a dirge? Dirge. Dirge. Okay, there. Okay, that's not what I want. It had it the first time. For the dead. Okay, so funeral. Final answer. We got it for $500. Here we go now for $1,000. Which of these is a play by William Shakespeare? One Night, Last Night, Twelfth Night, Fright Night. Shakespeare play Night. Twelfth Night. Final answer. There we go. That's all we needed. And we got it for $1,000. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. We're going for $2,000. 10 away from the million. What did Kim Carnes sing about in 1981? Lana Turner lips, Betty Davis eyes, Ginger Rogers legs, Sophia Loren smile. She's got Betty Davis eyes. Final answer. Love that song. Got it for $2,000. There we go. This is for $4,000. How many property color groups are there in the standard edition of Monopoly? 4, 6, 8, 10. Well, it's 2 on each side, so it's going to be 8. Final answer. Got it for $4,000. Now this is for 8,000. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you is the first line of what Beatles song? Can't buy me love. From me to you. All my lovin'. She loves you. From me to you. Can't buy me love. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. All my lovin'. Okay, there you go. Final answer. Got it for $8,000. This is for 16,000. What shape is the world according to the title of the Terry Pratchett series of novels? Oval, ellipse, disc, geodesic dome. So, Terry Pratchett. No, not Larry. Terry. Disc. Final answer. Got it for 16,000. Here we go. We're on fire for $32,000. Which of these was used for chariot racing in ancient Rome? Palindrome, hippodrome, aerodrome, velodrome. What was used for chariot racing in ancient Rome? Okay, well, we know that, the Circus Maximus. What drome was used? There we go. That would be the better one. God, it's still not. Well, it's not palindrome. Let's see if we get anything different. No, I'm not looking for drones. Drones. I'm looking for drones. You dummies. Here, well, hippodrome. We'll do that. Is that a hippodrome, though? Okay, well, that's more Greek. This isn't Roman. You know what? Frick it. If we lose money, we lose money. Hippodrome, final answer. Got it for $32,000. Sorry. Well, it was a struggle, but we got there to $32,000. So now we can't go home with less than that. And we can only use Googler one time for the rest of the game. So, yeah. Here it is for $64,000. Which bully from the TV's Simpsons usually wears a purple knit hat and a black skull t-shirt? Jimbo? Nelson? Dolph? Carney? Why would I know? I never watched The Simpsons. The Simpsons! So we're going to have to ask the audience here. Okay, audience, we need your help. On your keypads, using A, B, C, or D, vote now. Wow, okay, so 44% said Jimbo. 21% said Dolph. Well, I'm going to go with the audience and say A, Jimbo, final answer. Got it for $64,000. Go for $125,000. What was the first name of the Spanish artist Goya? Javier, Miguel, Francisco, Pedro. We're going to have to use Googler because I don't know. Goya. Goya. Not oh yeah. Goya. Francisco. There we go. That's all we needed. Final answer. Got it for $125,000. There we go. This is for $250,000. Which of these famous daughters gave birth to twin girls in the fall of 2008? Tatum O'Neal, Lisa Marie Presley, Liv Tyler, Jade Jagger. Lisa Marie Presley, final answer. Got it for $250,000. Woo! Sorry. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. 2 away from the million. Welcome back, everybody. We are actually refilming this part because we actually had part 8 all filmed, or part 2 all filmed out of this show. And all of a sudden, my computer just decided to go black, and it didn't even save the video. So that was 8.5 minutes of wasted time. But that's okay. We did reset the game to the point where now we are just, well, where we were at the end of part 1. 2 questions away from winning $500,000. We actually got all the way up to the million, and we walked away. So, yeah, so we're going to do this all again for $500,000. Let's play. Let's hope that that does not happen again. For $500,000. Whoops, that's not one. What Scottish leader was defeated at the Battle of Culloden? William Wallace, Rob Roy, Bonnie Prince Charlie, Robert the Bruce. Okay, that just sounds so dumb, Robert the Bruce. Oh my. Well, I think what we're going to do is that we're going to switch the question. Okay, so we're going to switch the question. What Scottish leader was defeated at the Battle of Culloden? Charles Edward Stuart. So Bonnie Prince Charlie? Yeah, there we go. That's what it was. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Computer, can we please have another question valued at $500,000? In which monster movie did a Nigerian student named Bolaji Badejo play the title role? The Thing, The Mummy, Alien, Candyman. I am going to use the 50-50. Okay, computer, please take away 2 of the wrong answers, leaving us with just 1 wrong answer and the correct one. The Thing, Alien. You know, my gut says it's Alien. I've never heard of The Thing before, but do I really want to lose $218,000 on it? Besides, I don't think he himself was the alien. There's no way, because the alien popped out of the guy's chest in the movie. So, there's no way that's right. You know what? I am not sure. And, you know, like I said, alien would be the obvious answer, but is it worth losing 218 grand before? Or 218,000? You know, we've done we've guessed, I don't know, 4 or 5 times this season, and we've probably lost over $1 million, maybe even over $2 million on guessing, because we thought, well, basically guessing the more obvious choice. So because of that, I think I'm going to do it, and we're going to go alien. Final answer. Got it for $500,000! Woo! Here we go for $1 million. What a guess. Hooke's law relates to which property of a body? Mass, elasticity, gravity, magnetism. Okay, I don't think it's elasticity. Elasticity. Yeah, no, that can't be right. But I don't know if I could narrow down magnetism. That just sounds not right. So it'd either be mass or gravity, but I am really not sure on it. So I think we're going to walk away with the $500,000. Woo! Final answer. Okay, so we're going to walk away. Had we had gone for it, I probably would have said gravity. Oh, he was elasticity. Wow. But hey, $500,000. Nicely done to us. Alrighty, well, we're doing well. Let's start up a new game. Let's play. Here we go. Oh, we also had a llama loss in there too, so. Save time and money with free same result, basically. Which of these is a word meaning a little laugh? Chuckle, chicken, chatter, chump. That is a chuckle. Final answer. And we got it for $100. Go now for $200. A suit with overlapping front panels is said to be double what? Breasted, armed, legged, headed. I do not know this one at all, so we're going to have to use our Googler here. A suit with overlapping front panels is called what? Double-breasted. Okay, final answer. And we got it for $200. Here we go now for $300. Which of these is a musical from the 1970s? Jesus Spell, Pope Spell, Joseph Spell, Godspell. That is Godspell. Final answer. And we got it for $300. We'll go for $500. An igloo is traditionally constructed from which of these materials? Brick, mud, ice, stone. That is ice. Final answer. And we got it for $500. Here we go for $1,000. Which of these is the name for the UK national flag? Union Jack, Jolly Unity, Unified James, Universal John. That is Union Jack. Final answer. And we got it for $1,000. Here we go. This is for $2,000. Let's do this. 10 away from $1 million. How is the star sign Sagittarius also known? The water carrier, the balance, the fishes, the archer. Star sign Sagittarius. Okay, I know that, but what is it also known by? Also known. There we go. The archer? Yeah, okay, that works. That's what we wanted. The archer. Final answer. Got it for $2,000. Well, we're 8 away, or 9 away actually, from $1 million. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll play for more. Don't go anywhere. Please don't shut off, and please don't let us lose the footage. Stay tuned. Four. shoot. Whoops. Sorry. Sorry. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. Well, hey, I'd say we're doing pretty damn good so far right now. We're 9 questions away from winning $1 million in cash. Craziness, I know, but we are just getting started around here. So here we go for $4,000. Let's play. Which river is crossed by the George Washington Bridge? Potomac? Or Potomac, sorry. Yeah. East, Hudson, Missouri. You don't know! Oh my god, this dumbass. Okay. Which river is crossed by the George Washington Bridge? Hudson, final answer. Got it for $4,000. Sorry. Here we go for $8,000. Which of these was a French philosopher? Henri Matisse, Hector Berlioz, René Descartes, Charles de Gaulle. I believe it was Charles de Gaulle, but let me make sure. Charles de Gaulle. Oh, no, that's not right. It's definitely not right. René Descartes. There we go. Final answer. Got it for $8,000. This is for $16,000. The newspaper Izvestia is published in which country? Colombia, Russia, Greece, Tunisia. Izvestia. Izvestia. No, you... Oh, well, that's Russian. That I can tell. Final answer. Got it for $16,000. You know, that does sound Russian now that I sound it out. Yeah, that's Russian. Here we go for $32,000. Which is the 12th and last sign in the zodiac year? Pisces, Aquarius, Taurus, Cancer. Last sign in the zodiac year. Pisces. Final answer. Got it for $32,000. Bam, 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 bam. Nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Here we go. Well, we're 5 questions away from winning $1 million, but here it is for $64,000. Which of these North American waterfalls is the tallest? Niagara, Horseshoe, Yosemite, Bridal Veil. I don't know. Which American rainforest? No, that's not right. What North American waterfall is the tallest? No! What North American waterfall is the tallest? We'll start there. Yosemite. There we go. Final answer. Oh, wait. That was our one and only Googler. Shoot. Well, we got it for $64,000. That was a complete mistake. I'm sorry. Well, since we already used the Googler, we can't use it again. So here we go for $125,000. How many children did Shakespeare have with Anne Hathaway? 3, 5, 7, E10. I'm going to ask the audience. Okay, audience, we need your help. On your computers using ABC, on your keypads using ABC or D, vote now. There we go. Well, 41% said 3, 32% said D. I'm going to go with 3. Final answer. Got it for 125,000. Go this for $250,000. How was the 15th century French baron Gilles de Rais known? Dracula, Kiesling, Bluebeard, Marquis de Sade. I don't know, so we're going to switch the question. Okay, we're going to switch the question. Gilles de Rais. Gilles de Rais. Oh my God, that's not his damn name. De Rais. Baron, that's not right either. What was he known as? No, we don't have the answer yet. Bluebeard, that's what it is. Okay. Can we please have another question, computer, valued at $250,000? What nationality was the 20th century artist Paul Klee? French, Swiss, Belgian, Dutch. Well, let's use the 50-50 because why not? Okay, computer, please take away 2 of the wrong answers, leaving us with just 1 wrong answer and the correct one. Badung. French, Swiss. Well, I've got no clue, to be quite honest with you. So I think we're going to walk away with the 125,000. Woo! Final answer. Wow. Had we had gone for it, excuse me. I honestly, sorry. I was leaning towards French after we narrowed it down to 2. Oh, it was Swiss. Thank God we walked away. $250,000. Nicely done to us. Well, we're going to take a break and we're going to play another game right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. Well, we're actually going to end things here for now because, fortunately, I am in a time crunch and I want to make sure that this gets put out on time. So we're cutting it short about 15 minutes this episode. But you know what? That is okay. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we've got the NBA Finals Game 7 between Indiana versus Oakland. I'll be on at 8:05 p.m. Eastern time for that. So make sure you are here for that. But anyway, tonight we won a grand total of $750,000, so that's not too shabby at all. And this season we're up to $4,838,000. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, coming up next, the NBA Finals right here on RVN. Good night. Game 7. You better tune in.